Hi, Super Spruce here, back with another video of Antimatter Dimensions New Game Episode 5. And today I'm gonna go and, I'm gonna decrease these intervals for the autobuyers. They're gonna be a lot more useful, and I'm gonna be able to break infinity this episode. So, let's get right into it. So I'm just gonna reduce all of these to the minimum, 0.1 seconds. So you can see it's already going faster and faster. I'm barely spending any infinity points. I'm only spending a few hundred infinity points, and I have almost 100,000. There's another achievement, yet another achievement. I basically maxed the timer roll on some of the autobuyer, on all of the dimension and tick speed autobuyers. And now you can see the big crunch button is appearing super fast, only taking a few seconds. But once I start getting these down, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be even shorter. So this is just maximum eighth dimensions used on reset, which means it's when you start dimension boosting, it's when to stop dimension boosting, actually, not start. And I don't need any dimension boost. That's just gonna slow down progress, so it's gonna be 0, which means it's not gonna dimension boost at all. And this will be useful soon, but not at the moment. So this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take not a while. This is gonna take a lot of infinity points to reduce this down. Oh, I have enough, actually. Yeah, I have enough. I think I have enough to break infinity, because to break infinity, you need to get the automated big crunch interval to 0.1. So I basically need to get this down to 0.1 seconds. Try as much as I can. Just barely pull that off. And there's another achievement, max all the autobuyers. And what I'm going to quickly do before I break infinity, I'm just going to get some bulk purchases on some of the... Also, I don't know why my tick speed autobuyers on by singles. Yeah, look how much faster it's going. So I can get more tick speed upgrades. I'm also just going to get more bulk purchases so I can just speed up getting to infinity. Just going to buy the cheapest thing. So you can see how fast it is. Look how fast I can get infinities now. Okay, look here. I can get them. My fastest infinity is about 0.4 seconds. It's crazy. Before, well, actually before it was 0.6 seconds. But it's just it's crazy how New Game goes. You can do all of this stuff I've done, most of the stuff I've done from episode 1 all the way until now in just one sitting. I'm just deciding to space it out, so I'm spacing it out so I don't I don't overtake this account, which is a lot farther. So I'm just gonna buy a few more bulk purchases before I break infinity, and then I'll promise I'll break infinity. Here we go. Here's Break Infinity, and this is the Break Infinity tab. It's a bunch more upgrades, a lot more upgrades that are all really expensive. And this button, what it'll do, it'll let you go beyond 10 to the 308 power infinity points. Like, not infinity points. It'll like go beyond 10 to the 308 power antimatter. So I turn off my autovirus real quick. And just here. E303, E304, E305, E306, E307, E308, and then Big Crunch. This is like, has to do with like, the reason why it's at that particular number is just because of some, like, this floating point thing in the computer. I don't want to get too technical, but basically, to go beyond that number, you need special code. And when I break infinity, what's going to happen? Well, I first get an achievement, but if I do this, look, E305, E306, E307, E308, but I can go beyond E308, E309, E310, and the way to get the antimatter, stop just getting like going super exponentially and the exponent getting crazy, is that, like, you see it's going this until 10 cost is going up by 3 orders of magnitude. Look what's going to happen when I get to E308. It's 3 orders of magnitude, but now it's 4 orders of magnitude, 5 orders of magnitude, 6, and it keeps getting more and more rare for it to happen. And also, when I break infinity, you get more infinity points based off of the number of antimatter you have. So I have about 10 to the power 367 antimatter. That's 44 infinity points. Now I buy a few dimensions. Now I have 10 to the 381 antimatter, and I get 49 infinity points. So I just press M. Suddenly I can go much farther. Like, this is without dimension boost or antimatter galaxies. Suddenly I can get 360 infinity points. Just like that. And it's even faster when I can buy antimatter galaxies. And I'm now getting spam with tick speed achievements faster than where is it? This one, faster than a potato, and faster than a square potato. They're both based off of the tick speed. And I just keep getting more and more antimatter galaxies. And this is crazy because how many can it get? 8 antimatter galaxies. It's crazy. Like, then there's this button. I'll explain it a little later. But this is just crazy. I'm not used to it being this fast. Like, normally to get this far, you need to grind for like days after breaking infinity. So I'm just gonna do this giant crunch and get these upgrades, which basically is gonna make me get even more antimatter. So now I get 9 antimatter galaxies and a lot more antimatter. And the thing is, I go here, autovirus, galaxies are required to always dimension boost. Like, when you reach a certain amount of antimatter galaxies, you need to start dimension boosting so you can get more. So you can just keep dimension boosting over and over and over and over and over again. It takes a while. Eventually, I'm just gonna dimensional sacrifice here and get yet another achievement. It's gonna basically normally this actually increases like how powerful dimensional sacrifice is, but you get yet another row of achievements. So, like, you can see I have more antimatter than before, and a lot of the time it'll get you an extra antimatter galaxy, and look how much the tick interval is being reduced, 55%, and like it's not long until the tick interval will go like 90%, 99%, 99.999%. It's crazy. So if I turn auto buyers on and set galaxy required always dimension boost to this amount, and I'm going to turn off automatic big crunch. You know, I'm going to big crunch manually at this point. Like when I'm like idling offline, I'm going to keep the I'll set that to something, and then I'll just have it run. And for automatic galaxies, just try to get as many as I can. So I'm just going to set to 100. And at this point, I should probably also get a lot more bulk purchase. A little bit expensive, but it's going to make everything so much faster. And it'll get me an achievement, of course. So now you can see it's just so much faster. And I haven't even gone to infinity breaking infinity upgrades. Like, I can get this. And here's another huge multiplier on all my dimensions. So basically, this is how powerful breaking infinity is. Of course, it's just OP because it's Antimatter Dimensions, new game plus plus plus. But here, I'm gonna show you something it's like game breaking basically. It's this button right here. What this does, you may be thinking it unlocks a 9th dimension, but if you know what the normal antimatter dimension is, you know what it does. It unlocks a different type of dimension called infinity dimensions. And well, actually, I need 100 million infinity points for that. But basically, what it's gonna do is once I get this, it's gonna like massively increase the multiplier in all my dimensions. So at this point, I think at this current state, I think I can actually just turn this off, the dimension boost modifier. It's a bit useless. It just takes so much time for like only a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to 10 million infinity points so I can get this upgrade, which is going to really change. It's going to really switch things up a little bit. Basically what I need to do, I need to get better challenge times to make this even more powerful. It's already pretty powerful, but it's just going to be a lot more. I don't know why there's, this is good. I don't know why this tab is even there. I haven't even unlocked it in the main game, so I don't want to spoil you or myself. So, if you look at statistics, my challenge records, my slowest challenge time is the tick speed auto buyer challenge with 40 minutes and 23 seconds. Everything else is just like only a few seconds, like under a minute, basically. That's why I have to do the tick speed auto buyer challenge again, but it's going to be much easier with all of my breaking infinity upgrades that are going to massively increase how much every dimension is doing. First, I'm going to turn my auto buyers off, and then crunch, and start this. And you can see just how much faster this is. You do not have to play it as perfectly as before. Yeah, just buy max, and there's 2 more achievements right there. This is one of them. Complete the tick speed auto buyer challenge in 3 minutes or less, and get the sum of all my challenge times under 3 minutes. If you look here, it took 46 seconds. I'm going to turn on auto buyers again and do this challenge again because it's slightly more than 46 seconds, and yeah, there was a big crunch button. It's that easy. Okay. I hope I'm not in. How to exit? Sometimes exiting challenges is just really weird. I have to turn my auto buyers off. I'm not in a challenge. It's because I'm dimension boosting. Actually, I don't know what's. Usually there's like something weird that happens after challenges. I never can figure it out. But oh, it's because I have this going. Yeah, that should not be active. So yeah, basically next episode I'm gonna get this, and you can, and I'll basically show the power of these infinity dimensions. It's gonna massively make the game faster. So yeah, that concludes the episode. So peace out.